Right.
So, episode 3.
Yep.
Epic.
You have anything else to say?
Bruh, okay. So, 1.14, right? You know, 1.14. It's
Yep.
it's 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 a version in Minecraft, and it's terrible. I hate it. It is the worst version to ever come out in Minecraft.
Uh, sort
What do
of.
you think?
No. Well, I haven't actually played that many versions. I kind of got stuck with 1.8.9 as all the fucking
Okay, so
epic
they came out with
parkourists do.
1.13, right? And they ruined
Yeah.
water parkour. And then they
Mm-hmm.
had to go and ruin freaking everything else about parkour in 1.14.
Well, what else
Like,
got ruined?
literally everything. Like, shifting.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. Shifting sucks. Right.
they got rid of Z-facing. Literally, the standard. The parkouring standard. They got rid of it. It's just gone. Like,
True.
forever. And it's just, it just really makes you think in life. Like, it makes you want to die.
Yeah, except I mean, I don't know. They also changed how fucking things loaded in like all right, personal issue. You claim that it doesn't actually exist or happen, but I do, and I have like two people who also agree. 1.14 when you try to play in full screen just doesn't work. It
Here he
just
goes
doesn't.
again.
No, it doesn't work. I literally press F11 and it goes into like windowed full screen. No matter what I do, I can't get it to go into like true full screen. Like it'll look
He
full screen, but I can tell that
claims.
it's not.
He
No, I
claims that
know
it's
it's
not.
not full screen, and you want to know why? Because I have
Works for
input
me.
lag. I have input lag.
Nobody cares about the input lag.
I care, dude. Minecraft parkour, you need like that perfect MS timing. If I'm like a whole tick off, how am I
I
supposed to get
mean,
that?
human reaction time is already like 200 milliseconds, so if it's not like 50 or more, then it's not substantial.
Yes, it is, because
50 milliseconds?
you can still tell if something is slightly delayed. The human ear, like, okay, have you ever, you know how
Did you say
like,
the human ear?
yes, because I'm going to relate it to audio visual input, which is a slight delay. Like if you see a basketball 20 feet away, when you hear the bounce on the ground, it's like slightly delayed and your mind adjusts for that. But if you hear the basketball and you see it hit the ground at the same time, you can like tell something's off, even though the difference is only like 20 milliseconds. So no, it's not like a person's reaction time. It's like it's more than that. It's you can feel it, you know?
I mean, I know because it's like
Science is on my
you're used to
side.
the little 200 ms like reaction eye timing, but like you're not
Hmm.
used to the little extra added 20 ms or 50 ms or however
Right.
much it is.
Like you can tell if like your reactions are slightly delayed from your normal reaction. Like
Okay,
I'm a
that
little
that
I'm a slow boy. My reaction time is like 250 milliseconds, but like I can still tell that something's wrong, you know?
mhm. All right. I mean, I don't feel anything, but apparently it's a problem. My
Okay,
problem
no,
for
no, 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 no,
114.
no, 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 no. You might be valid. You might be right, but I'm just saying I'm not wrong because my computer sucks and it just chooses that 1.14 is the version that's not allowed to go into full screen, and other people agree.
Well, my computer chooses that 1.14 should crash after like 20 minutes of playing it, so I can't really even play 1.14 anyways.
Yeah.
1.14 honestly is just like the worst version. It's actually the worst.
Yeah, they keep trying to like upgrade Minecraft. They even made like the new launcher like a couple days ago. That cool, cool, nice looking launch you got there, kid. But that doesn't fix your broken game.
Yeah. And then you just got a big flapping Omega deciding to use 1.14.
Yeah.
The,
Okay.
the biggest server, the biggest parkour server, the biggest innovation in the parkour community of
Mhm.
all time, deciding to switch to 1.14. That is a big deal.
Uh, Yeah, and I'll be honest, I kind of was okay. I was against it at first, but then I was on board because I was like, you know what? The programmers say that there's a lot of stuff they can do that's new. There's a lot of new jumps. That's true. But then when it came out that I actually tried it myself, you got the no Z facing. You have like crouching feels awful, and it's like awful because you have to wait for the animation of
You can
crouching.
sprint and shift at the same time now, and also you can like do a head hitters 100%, but you only can't even do a 2 block jump with it. And you can jump into water from 3 blocks high. They changed the hitboxes for like a shit ton of jumps, and they added in like super specific
And
hitboxes
also
for at
vines, you can
least
just
two
crawl up now
boxes.
no matter what.
Yeah, vines you can just hold space, and you don't have to have a wall behind them. Water parkour is ruined. So much changed. I'm really hoping that Omega knows what they're doing. Like
Well, I don't know. I think they're pretty set on
I think that they
1.14.
can make it work. They can make it work.
No, you can, they can make it work, of course, but like you said, the game crashes for you and it's like laggy for me. So like I just kind of want to stick to 1.8, the tried and true, you
Well,
know.
that's what most of the community said, but Project
Yeah.
Omega has decided to take.
Well, they bring up a valid point though that like they want to have as many people come join the server as possible, like new players, and no one is going to find out about the server if it's 1.8.9 in 2019. But
Yeah,
also, this is also going to bring in a bunch of really bad players who have never played parkour, and they're just going to be like, that means that I think they're going to have to cater to a lot of really easy parkour, which is going to be interesting, I guess.
I mean they already have like tons of easy courses, like even on the Omega Tower beta. There's so many
Mm-hmm.
easy courses to pass before it actually started getting hard. Like
Yeah, that was annoying, dude.
yeah, like you beat like the first 50 levels, and it's just like not even hard.
I would say like the first like 70 or 80 weren't even that hard. And it
Yeah.
was like this. It's this annoying difficulty where you have to do like 100 jumps in a row that are like very easy, but if you do one wrong, oh, dead.
Big
It just
flab.
gets annoying. I don't know.
Oh man.
What else? What else is
I
there?
just hate. I just hate X facing so much.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
even if
Is
it's
the
just
X facing?
subjective, like it's just I there it doesn't click with the autism, you know?
Well, it is because like okay, it makes sense why X facing sucks because like it's not as consistent as Z facing. Like you can actually go up to the block in Z facing and it's
And just
kind of
jam.
guaranteed. Whereas like X facing, it's like, all right, if I'm on a ladder, I have to be facing a certain distance away from it, and I have to start turning the tick after I jump, or else I get
And you have
stuck
to
on
do
the
a head
wall.
hitter,
Yeah,
which is
so it's
luck.
it's ultimate cancer, dude.
Yeah. And if you turn
Hmm.
at the wrong timing as when the tick starts, it'll be different. It'll be different, and you might not make the jump even with
Right.
the
If you get that bad turn tick.
dude. Turn ticks are the real. Like people were complaining about like the little input ticks. Like no,
Yeah,
don't even get
no.
me started on turn ticks,
Turn
bro. They're
tick
like
is turn
they're
tick
the
is where it's
worst.
at. Like, if you thought that okay, you can spam a bunch of head hitter jumps, and it's like, all right, there's a way around that, like you can pessy some of those, if it's like a one block, but if you have to do like a Cairo paint up or whatever, that's full turn tick. Like there's no getting around that. Like the harder the jumps are, not only are they cancerous in their difficulty, but you
Most
have to do a
butterfly
turn tick.
neos, most butterfly neos, and like I'd say even just so many jumps. Any jump that you have to turn before you can see where you turn, like before you can see where you turn,
Hmm.
before you see like before the tick starts, which is again 200 milliseconds at least, and then you have to account for it in your head even after that.
Yeah.
It's just like you can fail the same jump even if you turn exactly the same with the same exact timing.
Yeah. I mean, technically not, because when you do a jump, you're guaranteed to be on that tick. It's just that when you turn, you have to make sure you're turning within that designated tick, right? So like when you end your jump, when you do that leap, you're on the same tick rate every single time when you're doing like a 3 block jump or something, or a 4 block.
I mean,
If you do the
what?
setup the same, you're doing the same jump every single time.
I mean, like, if you take it to the extreme, like, imagine just a butterfly neo minus zero, right?
Right.
The way that you do that jump is you do like a carpet 4.5, and then you just turn around the pane like as perfectly as possible.
Right.
And if you and you have to curve so perfectly around the pane
Mm-hmm.
that if you turn on the wrong tick, if you change this, so the specific angle that's required per tick, like there's like maybe like 3 or 4 ticks where you're like super close to the pane
Yeah.
or like the pane's edge. So if that's 1 tick later, you're turning,
Mm-hmm.
then and you do the exact same thing, it'll fail. And like you don't work, humans don't work based off of ticks. They work based off of just like literal milliseconds.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's actual garbage.
arguably, and we discussed this before, but like to bring it up again, if you turn down your FPS, your refresh rate to 20, and you somehow made it to where it was exactly lined up with the ticks, do you think that would actually help in parkour?
No. I've tried lowering the frames per second to
Right,
20
but
and
you didn't know if it was actually lined up like tick to tick, you know? Like you were probably experiencing two different ticks within the same frame. Whereas if you had it perfectly lined up, one tick to one frame, then it would be like it would be perfect, right?
it would be perfectly lined up, but it still wouldn't change the fact that the tick system isn't. I don't know. Like I feel like it wouldn't work. I feel like
Yeah.
it
I
doesn't
mean,
make any
I
doesn't click.
guess I guess. But like
Because otherwise you could just be able to do that, right? And then the people would just do 100% head hitters.
yeah, but that's good. Actually, you know what? It isn't. You know what, dude? Parkour sucks. Let's just be honest. Parkour sucks. Why does
Yeah.
anyone? And the only reason anyone plays it is because we're not good at any other games.
No, it's
Okay?
because we're stuck in the loop. The
I
loop of
guess.
just constant feeling like so. We already talked about this, but like just just parkour is just it's so self-deprecating. I feel like
Yeah, but it's also so self-aggrandizing. Like you want to be that like next Cairo. You want to be that next like epic gamer.
yeah, but like we all know Rex is the best, and like no one's gonna ever get close to him.
Right. Like why don't we just play PvP? Like at least it's fun and it's not cancerous.
No, no, I don't like PvP. I'd rather parkour. Like it's more fun to me.
I don't like PvP, but I'll be honest, Bed Wars, that's pretty good. Like
Nah, dude,
like
parkour.
we can make this the
I
PvP podcast if you want. Like I'm down.
no, no, no,
Next time the footage is
absolutely
just
not.
going to be us playing Bed Wars. I promise you
Mm,
guys that. Anyone listening, next footage is going to be us playing Bed Wars.
wow.
Yep. I don't know what else has been going on in the parkour community. I mean, like everyone's just been kind of, well, not
There's
everyone, but like a couple people have been going to Linkcraft now.
Yeah,
Um,
everyone's on Linkcraft now.
but like that's not that many people. like Project Omega just like died after the
Nah,
boxes
it's
were
not
finished.
dead. They were playing it for the tower. They weren't playing it for the boxes. The box server was dead before the
Right, right.
beta
But the
came
only
out.
the only reason people played the box server was for the hopes of playing on the tower. And then once they played the tower and were like, "Oh, I'm bored now." They were just like,
No,
"All right,
because
well."
it ended. It ended. That's why
No, but
people
okay,
stopped.
okay, okay. But I was expecting naively that Saturday night right before it ended, I went on and only like two people were on. It was like you and Skyhawk still battling for third or whatever. And I was just like, I was like,
Hey,
"Where's
listen, I
everyone
got
else?"
third. I got third.
And I realized everyone gave up. It's just like, yeah, of course everyone gave up. Like, no one's. Okay, here's what's going to happen to the Omega Tower, right? Omega's going to release. People are going to play Omega Tower a couple times. But then they're going to realize, wait, if I don't have 24/7 to dedicate to this, I'm never going to get in the top 10. I'm never going to have that little recognition that comes to my name. And also, my progress is just going to reset next month, so why even bother? Like,
For
listen,
fun.
no, okay, maybe, but like, who plays video games for fun? I know I don't. If you play
You
Minecraft
say who play
parkour, you do
video
not
games
play
for
video
fun?
games for fun. That's just a fact. If you
No,
actually play Minecraft parkour, you do not plan on having fun when you play video
I
games. You just want to
I
feel
do.
you just want to feel like you're good at something. That's all it is.
No, it's. I feel like there's strictly two different. Like Waza is like the polar end of like competitive gaming, right? Like it's just a bunch of sweaty Japs battling for like that Waza XI or whatever. And then you
Right.
go to like Spin Court or whatever. It's just peaceful parkour, just like chilling.
Spin core
And
looks
you're
really like intensely bad parkour, honestly.
no, it's just like there's nobody's on it, so like no, you don't have to like worry about
But if nobody's
whether or
on
not
it, there's no reason to play parkour servers. You want to know why nobody plays parkour servers that nobody is
people
on?
do play card.
Is because they don't get any recognition. If you get the highest rank on a server that nobody plays, no one's going to care that you got that rank. And all of parkour is just about the ego, building yourself up in the community. That's all it
Nah,
is.
not no. LD made a good point.
Mm-hmm.
LD made a good point on ego. Let me just pull up her comment real quick.
Okay, her comment.
uh,
That's another episode.
okay, okay. LD said,
Yep.
wait, hang on.
Dude, everyone's
Okay,
clicking
she
away. You
said,
just lost 10% of your viewer retention.
shut up. She said, okay, yeah, yeah. She said everyone's narcissistic in the parkour, and basically, no one talks to anyone that's like a lower rank than them. It's kind of true. That part's pretty true.
Yeah, I would say
Uh,
so.
but like, our parkour should be. I feel like it should be something that people just do casually. It's become so competitive
Yeah.
that, that like it's not even fun anymore.
Right. Like, I don't think anyone genuinely has fun playing XII on Jumpcraft.
It's
Like,
just chord grinding, tick grinding,
yeah.
turn
You know
tick
what is kind
grinding.
of fun, though, is like speedrunning some semi-difficult parkour that's like actually easy. Or just discovering new jumps. That's actually kind of fun. Is just
Yeah,
finding new jumps.
that's what I've been trying to do.
And stuff like Waza, um, if it was done more like, T3C parkour. Have you played that? I forget.
No.
Alright, well, all you OGs out there who started playing parkour in 2012 like me or something, you'll know T3C parkour was like the OG Waza. Like you got your themed challenges and you got like split up levels. And when you get to a checkpoint, you're at the checkpoint. There's no transitions, there's no life or death, there's no sky. It's just like you relax, you play your parkour, you do a level and you're like, ah, nice. I don't have to do that level again. And it's like it's peaceful. It's like
I
it's
mean,
what
you could do the level again if you wanted to, just for fun.
yeah, exactly. But like you don't have to do it over and over. That's the thing is like rank ups are not for
Link Craft, OMG, dude. Literally, every single rank up on Linkcraft is just like grind it out.
yeah. Like
It's
you
just
said
head
that
hitter central, dude.
yeah. Well, the problem is it's very hard to make parkour that's not head hitter oriented, honestly.
No, it's
Like
not. I've made so many jumps that
okay,
aren't luck
right, right,
based
right, right, right.
on Project Omega Box server.
Yeah, sure. But when you're just a normal parkour
And Real
maker,
Parkour Maker.
it's very hard to make like medium to semi difficult like jumps that don't require head hitter timing, I would say. You know? But also one issue that I do have with Linkcraft is those rank ups seem so long. Why do we have to make such long rank ups? Why can't we go back to the days? Listen, everyone, think about Jumpcraft IX, you know? It can be beaten pretty quickly, and it's not that long. There's just multiple sections. There's no life or death sections,
Bruh, there were
really.
18 doors. There's literally luck.
Okay, okay. Aside from the doors. And aside from the now just duplicated, you have to do the same thing twice. Room 9 through 12 and then 13 through whatever. But
Well, yeah, but that got rid of the doors, I think.
right, it did, but now you literally just do the same thing twice.
Better than picking doors, dude.
With an extra triple
Otherwise,
Neo.
you'd have to do it an average of like what, like 9 times rather than
Right.
2.
Sure. Yeah. But like I don't know, man. It's
What, you think
if
Jumpcraft IX were the good days?
no. Other than like when I actually used to be good at parkour and I could beat it in like a couple, like less than an hour, even with the doors. But like now it's like, but that was just because I had practiced like the chords for all those jumps, except for the stair
Yeah.
triple. But like I just knew the chords for the jumps, so it's like all right, cool, easy. And it's like, why do we have chords in Minecraft? It sucks. It promotes cancer jumps, actually. Promotes servers like Jumpcraft to thrive.
Dude, imagine if Jumpcraft just reduced advanced game rule info or whatever it's called.
Yeah. And also if like 5zig or whatever didn't exist.
No, you can. I was on a server. It's like some weird Dutch server, but they were able to disable some parts of my 5zig mod.
Damn.
Like, they could just disable my freaking
Yeah.
chords.
If chords were completely removed, I think we would only see a couple of XIs and no
Like, squeeze
XIIs.
jumps would be fabled for their difficulty.
Not really. Well, kind of, but not completely because you can still
Like Entity Wolf was saying actually
you can look
earlier
at the
today, he was saying
pixels.
you can look at the pixel
Yeah.
and then do a certain amount of taps over.
Yeah, there's a like if you're within one specific pixel on the block between like a cobblestone wall and a fence, you could
But like imagine a cobweb, like a cobweb jump,
mm-hmm.
where you have to just go to the very edge
Mm-hmm.
to jump.
Oh, but you have to like run the edge.
Yeah. Or like it's just like a 4 block or something.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be cancer, but
it would. That's why chords are like a good thing. And I don't even think Entity Wolf he had a video that was like no chord skill increased level like 500 or whatever, and it was just
right.
him doing a cobweb jump without chords, and it just like proves like without chords a lot of jumps that are just stupid cancer. Like it's just stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I think chords would be better without, because then that would require a lot more skill.
Yeah, a lot of people just rely on chords now, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
you're
It's
not
like
good at parkour. Just stop. You
Oh,
think you're
Henry
cool?
Mann's
You're not.
fabled X book, like his little notebook of 100 chords. It's just
So
like,
silly.
yep, all right, I'm at the third triple neo of X. Let's get out this chord book. All right, nice, got it. It's like, yeah, sounds fun, bro.
Gets out the chord book.
Doesn't it all sound like a waste of time? What do you think the theme of XIII is going to be on Jumpcraft?
Dude, you act like XII is possible.
Oh no, it's not possible. But like XI wasn't possible for the longest time, but then like they finally convinced her to fix it somehow. I don't even remember. Like how did she admit that it was impossible?
Dude, every time that someone claims something's impossible, Serena just like bans them or mutes them.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
That's why Cup Stacking Kid and like Fuzzbear plush got like just completely screwed by Serena because she's the dick.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense though. Like why would like the top tier players, why would all of them just like make up a fable about how a jump is impossible? Like, does she really think Cairo is legit? Like, they live in the same fucking state. They probably know each other in real life. She probably was like, "Look, kid, we need someone that like the
We need
parkour
some
community can.
notoriety.
Yeah, we need someone who can make my server popular. Can you just like come on here? I'll give you the hacks and everything. Just be like a god tier player and always be a rank ahead of everyone else."
So true.
And then it's like, oops, wait, I put in a jump that's impossible, and Squatman
Whoops.
recorded you using a hack? Huh. Oops.
No, I think that might have actually been.
No, if you watched it, like, the Kajiro hacks video, or whatever when he was like fucking, you see that little meme of him like,
Well, it's obvious that he was hacking. Like that's the obvious part. But I think in
yeah,
that specific video where he was doing the quad neo, he might have actually flown.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I think he was. I think he could have been hacking. It didn't look normal. Definitely not.
Nah.
Because you
I
can't
think that
just
he was hacking
squat.
because of his head hitter rate,
Yeah.
and also the fact that he did impossible jumps in front of people.
Yeah. Wait. What other impossible jumps did he do in front of people besides the quad neo?
He did like a 2BM triple. I think he did a
Before
2BM.
before 45 strafe and backward momentum were known, right?
Yeah. And then he also did like this weird against wall, like Z facing, like four block, but like way further than a four block. It was bad. And then also, I'm not sure if he did 2BM 4.5, but probably not. I don't really remember much about
Yeah.
that.
I think it's safe to say that like we're in the middle of 2019 now, and we still don't have strats that match the physicality of the ones he was using to do those jumps. So it's pretty much
Like
guaranteed that he was like a hacker.
the way that jumps are being like discovered right now, they're not being like. I think that there's been a little bit of a surge in jump like
Mm-hmm.
discovery, but I think that's coming with the new player. Like I don't know, I've been seeing new, a lot of new players like Ozine, freaking Fire Dreadlord, Rex. All these people, like I didn't know about them back in the OG days,
No.
and like they're creating all these insanely hard jumps, but I feel like it's never really been something that you discover like you don't just discover like the quad neo is possible. Like it's still way off the distance. It's like point 0.3 off still.
Yeah, that's. I mean, technically, you did do the quad neo with blip, but blip isn't possible anymore in 1.14. That's one thing I forgot. It's just straight up not
Not
possible.
I don't know. I think it might be.
Dude, we
I
were
wouldn't
trying for a
quote it.
long time, and you told me that it was not possible.
Listen, don't quote me, all right?
Okay, if someone can please test out in 1.14.2 or point 0.3, see if you can do a blip up, and record it and let us know. But I don't know. I got pretty good at blip. I got pretty consistent, and I tried for like 10 minutes, and I could not get it. So
Well, that's probably actually true. Blip probably doesn't work. But the
yeah.
weird glitch like the blip up to a block kind of works.
What do you mean?
Like the one where you jump from like 1 or 2 blocks high and then you like just like when you're playing around in creative and you're just like placing blocks and then you like blip up a little bit like on flat
No,
world.
no, I don't.
You've never done that?
What do you mean? Blip up onto a block?
Yeah, like remember Happy Heart? He made a You know what? This isn't important. We only have a minute left, all right?
What do you mean? What do you mean we only have a minute left? We have plenty of time.
No. The
The
footage ends in a
audience,
minute.
the audience wants to hear more. What about Happy Heart?
Absolutely not. Happy Heart made a video a long time ago about Blip Up. He was like, I'm the first person that made this. And he named it Blip Up. He was
Yeah.
like, this name's probably cancer. If you guys want me to change it, I can. And then it
Should
just
have
never
called it the
changed.
Happy Heart jump. Just
The
go with
Happy Heart.
the self-naming theme. The fucking cancer
Dude,
trend.
on that, freaking, I hate you for stealing the Knicks jump from me, dude.
Hey,
Literally
you
back.
did it with a wall. I did it without the wall.
I never
Okay.
did. What do you mean I did it with the wall?
Listen, when Newton proved calculus, he didn't give credit to the people who came up with it before him and thought maybe if we add a couple chunks together, it'll add to something. No, he wrote it down and he was like, "I made calculus," and fucking he get credit for it, and you don't. All right, that's how it works in this bitch of a world.
Yeah, but like, man, I just in the autistic brain, I was like, I need this to be the up jump, and then you're just like, hey guys, look, I made the Knicks jump. It was so bad.
dude. Whatever. Everyone
All
loves the
right.
Nix Neo. It's the new triple
It
Neo
is. It is a
in
good.
the sky.
It's an impossible jump.
Yeah. No, the
It's
flat
like
Nix Neo, it'll be proven one day. Give it time.
one day,
One day.
maybe.
Yeah. One day.
All right. Well, it's been a great chat, Nix.
Not really.
I truly enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah, and I hope Seth comes to the
All
right
right, kill
decision.
yourself.